Action. Go. Hi, I'm Stephanie Wanchala.
And I'm Kayach Benson. No.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Wanchala.
And I'm Kayach Benson.
And welcome to Alaska Realized. That was, okay. I guess we'll start over. And welcome to Alaska Realized.
A television news program that loves you. No?
No, that's way too slow. That is... Hi, I'm Stephanie Wanchala.
And I'm Kayach Benson.
And welcome to Alaska Realized.
Alaska Realized.
Maybe you heard about us from a friend.
Or maybe you heard about us from a crackhead.
Right, here we go. Brownie button, long view. Click, click. I got the picture. I got the picture.
Channel 38. It's your cue to find out what's going on in Alaska.
Either way, you're here watching.
And that's good enough for us. Our irreverent tone may disturb some of you out there watching, and for that we don't apologize.
You see, we regularly include irreverence and profanity in our program because we're trying to connect to real people.
Real people who don't like it when television personalities present a phony standard of behavior or conduct.
Real people who say sometimes.
That's right. You see, we want you to like us, Alaska. So if you're one of those really educated or religious Alaskans who have an aversion to verbal expressions of frustration or derision, we ask that you please pause to contemplate the way that most television news programs fail to reflect the honest moral failings that frequently accompany the human experience.
We begin our program tonight with a continuation of our community discussion on the topic of homelessness.
If you had one message to share with your local Alaskan community, what is that?
Try to elect people not to make laws, but to take some of the laws off the books, so we can free up some issues, free up some ways for people to pull their bootstraps up. Because we have ordinances, we have so many things that have regulated ourselves completely out of freedom, and we need to stop trying to sterilize the society.
Sir, this is very important. Would you play your harmonica for us? Please, it was really good.
One thing that I think is so important as well for anybody, it doesn't matter if you're homeless or rich or poor or whatever, is medical for everybody. There should be nobody without medical, no matter what. A healthy person is a healthy person in society. When you got a healthy society, you got healthy people.
How do you brainstorm getting more homeless individuals off of the streets?
It's more like more counseling and more of government help, and that's about it.
Look. Excuse me, sir? Sir! No, it's not.
Look at the thing that they did in Brooklyn, New York, where they gave all the homeless people a roof over their heads. You got to start from a foundation. Anything that a person does in life, they got to start from the ground up. They got to start from someplace where they can, that they can call home. That gives them their foundation. A person around who's walking around them streets day in and day out, who camp out on the edges of this town, who go down to shelter, who are only allowed to be there for 30 days at a time. Then they're told that they have to be out on the street for another 30 days. So they stay drunk. You know, they try not to stay drunk. They try not to be drunk, but they stay drunk so they can get picked up. So they can have a bed at night. And that's not the way to do it. That's hindering people. When you got to pick up so many people so many times, that just gives them a record. That's not right. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I thank you so much for sharing it. I mean, it's very, very valuable to us, especially as a grassroots news station, to get the opinion from someone who's been there and who's obviously working through it. And thank you. You're really valuable to what we're trying to do here.
I know.
Thank you, Ziggy, for sharing your story and ideas with us. We hope that your words are a part of the shift we're hoping to create in the public's perceptions of homelessness and the homeless population.
And now, let's go to our teen correspondent, Wilson Middleton.
Transcendence. Ah yes, the way of thinking outside the box. What is transcendence? Transcendence is the way that we move beyond who we really are. It is the way that we show our outstanding talents and put more effort into many tasks. Here are many definitions of transcendence. A theological term referring to the relation of God to creation. A state of being or existence above and beyond the limits of material experience. The state of excelling or surpassing or going beyond usual limits. When I need to transcend, I joined the cybergoth dance revolution. Big up yourself, Alaska! I'm Wilson Middleton. Have a great night.
I certainly know that I like to transcend by participating in the cybergoth dance revolution.
And I like to transcend by listening to melodic death metal. Thanks, Wilson.
And now, it's time for the last installment in our intern Nick series on the trip Polaris students are taking to South Africa.
Whew, well, lots. First, we had to find out what people wanted to do, decide where to go, and then it took research with lots of different travel companies that work with students to figure out the best deals. And I've been mentoring with Mark, the other teacher who's doing this, and so I'm kind of looking over his shoulder and assisting where needed. And then the next big thing was once the students decided where they wanted to go, we had to figure out what kind of academic credit people wanted to earn and come up with a curriculum for the students.
Well, luckily when we did the planning with the district a year ago, I had no idea that anything political could even happen in Kenya, to be honest, and we certainly had our hearts set as a group to go there. But in this particular case, what happened, as we know, there was an overthrow of the government, and then there were a number of killings, and it was deemed unsafe by the State Department. The State Department, we always are checking their website to make sure that we're not going to be doing something that's unsafe for any of our members that are participating.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, I can't wait to go. It's all going to be a big new experience. I've never been to Africa. I think Mark is the only person who has in our group that's going. And I'm really excited about seeing the wildlife, and also I've done so much reading and research about South Africa now that I just want to go and see the country and see for myself firsthand the situation of people there.
I am excited. I have always wanted to take a group of students to Africa because there's nothing like seeing animals in the wild. I mean, the experience of that is phenomenal for most people. In this particular case, because we got moved to South Africa, the opportunity for students to see Robben Island, I think that's going to have a major impact on their life when they see how Nelson Mandela lived and the conditions in which he lived in, and to understand what the peoples of South Africa were going through during those difficult times. I think this will be a life-changing trip for many of the kids who go.
Thanks for putting that together, Nick. We will look forward to seeing some of the video you shoot while you are away.